Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. It is Wednesday, January 29th. It's 6:30 in the morning right now, and I'm going to walk you through a work day with me. So instead of a weekend, we're going to go through an entire work day. Now, today's actually pretty light from a sales calls perspective, which is good for me. I think my first one's at like 10 in the morning instead of usually at like 9, and then I don't have a couple little breaks between the day, so I can get to do some tasks here. But the boys have a busy day. They have 2 kickoff meetings today, which just means we're basically onboarding new clients and getting them set up, getting access to their ads manager and whatnot. But yeah, we're going to walk you through a Wednesday workday. Overall, this month's been crazy. I don't know if you guys watched the last vlog. If you didn't, I suggest you check it out. I flew to Montreal for literally 36 hours and just went and looked at a bunch of dream apartments. We fully signed off on the one that we got now, which you guys have to stay tuned for that. So yeah, last week's vlog was crazy, but in this vlog, I'm going to walk you through an actual real work day. We're going to start off with the morning routine here. So as per usual, I got up at 6:30. Now what I'm doing is I really want to start to work out in the mornings because working out at night is getting too detrimental. Like I don't feel like staying up till 10:30 and being at the gym at that time. So I basically ran out of time when it comes to the evenings. I need to start doing it in the morning. So I'm slowly training my body to wake up earlier. I've been setting my alarm by like 10 minutes back every morning. So I'm at 6:20 a.m. right now. For the last 2 weeks, I was doing 6:30. Now I just moved it back to 6:20. And then hopefully next week I'll go back to 6:10 and you guys get the picture. And hopefully I can do that till like 5:30, I think is good. Because I still, by the time I usually go to bed, 10:30, 11:30, I'll still get 6 hours, 7 hours, and that's good enough for me. So yeah, I've been doing that. If you guys want to start waking up early, start doing that, it works. But I'm going to have the coffee here. I'm going to jump right into journaling. That's basically the only thing I do. It's 10-15 minutes of journaling. And then we're going to jump on the laptop. We're going to do some deep work till about 8:30. And that's when I have our morning meeting, me and Parker. We'll plan out the week. So yeah, let's jump into this journaling and get into some deep work here. We just wrapped up an hour and a half of deep work. It is now basically 8:30. Gonna jump on this quick morning meeting with Parker, basically walking through what today will look like, what he wants to bring up to the ad specialists, the rest of the team, his tasks, what we're gonna work on today, what we're gonna finish, get done, do a full day walkthrough at the end, just kind of really plan out the day, make sure it's very structured. That's what works for us. So yeah, we'll jump into this morning meeting and then tackle the rest of the day and see what we have to do after this. That was a grind, eh?
That was a day.
Feels good. Yeah, past 2 days have been a crazy grind. Honestly, probably the most productive days I've ever seen you have, like back to back like that.
Dude, it's so crazy how there's just so much to do on every account still, like every single one. It's like even with Bellwether, yeah, their ads are like doing good on the front end, but it's like people are canceling appointments. People are like, they haven't like really seen anything good in the past bit, even though their volume's been good. So it's like there's so much shit to change all the time.
I know, and there's like a never-ending amount of shit that you can do to like improve it, like from an automation perspective. We're changing his appointment automations and shit. Like, I mean, that's where it is really fun though. Like even from like, I'll use Tanner's account for an example, just because he's brand new. So he starts off with like everything super up to date. Like for him, it's sick because like for Luca, it's sick because he's starting off with like prime account, like what we've ever preached. He just implements right from the beginning. Whereas for you, some of these people have been around for like a year, so you're trying to like make their account catch up to all the new shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I wonder like if we actually have the email nurture shit, how effective that really is. We can try it out and test it since we have it on some accounts now, but
yeah, I mean, you just gotta naturally assume that it logically makes sense that it's gonna work regardless of what's happening from it. Like people are gonna be seeing the guides, seeing the videos, like it's the same shit we do. Why is this so out of focus right now? Is it out of focus or am I tweaking out?
Yeah, it's kind of blurry.
Yeah, what the fuck? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I agree. I do think though, like the first...
Okay, I just wrapped up the deep work that I needed to do. It's now 10 o'clock. I have my first sales call at 10:15, and then we have another one at 11:30, then 12:30, and then 2:30. So it looks like we have an hour break after the 12:30 call. So hopefully that's when I'll eat lunch if everyone shows up. Sometimes if I get a no-show at like 11:30, I'll just go eat lunch then and then do a task that I need to do during the other time that I don't have a sales call. So I have 15 minutes till this next call. I'm just going to go change real quick into the Versatile merch, and we'll get into the sales call. I'm going to show you guys the very start and the end. Hopefully I close them. You'll see the clip at the end if we close them or not, or I'm only going to put one in that I do close so you guys can kind of see what that looks like. And yeah, let's hopefully crush the sales call here.
Hello?
Hey Alex, how's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. How's the week been so far? Busy or not too bad?
Not too bad, actually. Just getting in the swing of things as
Yeah.
usual.
That's good. I can hear you. I can't see you. I don't know if you're fully loaded up in here or not, but
You can hear me?
I can hear you. I just can't see you. I don't know if you're loaded up in here fully or...
Can you hear me now? Yeah, you can still hear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just didn't know if you're loaded up in here with the camera or not, or if you're just...
I can see you, but I'm sorry. I'm on my phone, but I
Oh,
don't
okay.
know how
Here,
to do
I
that.
might be able to help you out here.
Host Master Studio. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Now you're in. Awesome. Sweet.
Perfect. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, I appreciate you taking some time of your day to jump in this call with me, hear me out. What does that have to say? I'm sure there's probably some questions regarding what exactly it is that we even do as far as our services and strategies and whatnot. So, yeah, basically before I jump into just kind of share my screen, walking through the presentation and whatnot, I drafted up a couple simple questions for you at the start just to kind of get a deeper understanding of where you're currently at in your career. Obviously, make sure it's something that would make sense in the first place. So, yeah, if you're good with that, we can kind of jump into some of those and then go from there.
Perfect. Absolutely.
Sweet. So, yeah, I guess...
It's I understand the 7K and the 10K thing. So then on top of those fees, you have, like, I see the 30 a day ad spend. So that's just kind of like what someone would choose if they want to spend more or less.
Exactly, yeah. The ad spend's completely separate. Our fee is our fee to do what we're doing throughout the half a year, and then on top of that, you pay your ad spend essentially.
And then, like, what would be, again, like, some for, I don't know, what you, obviously, the more you spend, then theoretically, the more you could hopefully get back in return. But, like, what's a typical, like, what do you find works? Like, I know that obviously it's maybe harder to say because the more you get out there, the more you can theoretically make. But what would be, like, something you guys would advise myself to do? Again, keep in mind we're, like, relatively starting new and
yeah, the average ad spend,
like a ton to spend on that, but know that it's important to do.
For sure, yeah. The average ad spend last year across the board for all clients was like $434. Obviously, there's a lot of outliers in that. There's a lot of big teams, a lot of smaller agents, small towns, but that's what it averaged out to last year. Anywhere from 15 to 30 is honestly healthy enough for us to be able to do our thing and split test and see results accordingly. I mean, the end of the day, the goal of this is to eventually get to a certain point where it's a numbers game. We're like, okay, Alex, if you spend a certain amount, we've been getting you a certain amount of leads, we've been converting X amount of people to an appointment, and you've been making X amount of money or getting X amount of contracts from it. So anywhere from that.
Sorry, you were saying that 430 would be monthly as average?
Yeah, that was the monthly average last year throughout all of 2024. Obviously, like I said, a lot of outliers with that stuff, but anywhere from, basically 15 to 30 a day is going to be healthy in the beginning. And at the end of the day, we want to turn this into a numbers game and be able to crank it up, scale it up, stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I get, once it, more you generate, then obviously you're happy to spend more money, especially when or if it works, I guess. And then regarding doing like the 7K for 6 months, what do you say? So the guaranteed 12-month at 10.
Yeah.
But if I started with 7, then after the 6 months, you'd want to have to do another 6. Let's say spend another 3, and after that, if there's no return or guarantee, then is that you're getting the 12 or the 10 back, or how does that?
No, so you have to commit to the year from the beginning. You can't just do 6 and then prorate it for a year and do the 3. So yeah, it's either you sign up for 6 when the agreement ends, you get the choice of sign up for 6 again or sign up for a year. So people who are committing to the year, they have the guarantee. If you don't commit to a year, then you're doing the 6 months essentially.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. All right. Okay, that's great. And then, so is 30 a day, was that turn out to be 430?
No, 30 a day is 900, 3 times 3, 900.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, anywhere from
Okay,
15
cool.
to 30 is usually healthy, like I mentioned. The average last year was 430.
Okay, cool. And then again to our area, like I said, I don't know if these are like true or just from like I'm saying from more realtors, maybe bigger companies, like I'm gonna throw some names out like the Scott Bensons or
We work with them.
Rob Golfi in Hamilton, like I don't know if they have, like I know they have those in Oakville and Toronto and blah blah blah, but would you think or believe that needing to spend a little bit more to start might be something that needs to be done on our end? Like I wouldn't be able to afford to do the $30 a day. Like I would be probably leaning more towards the 15, but like
so the only thing a big budget will do, here's the thing. For one, we actually work with Scott Benson. Them, they don't even really spend a whole lot, but the only thing a bigger budget does is allow good marketing teams to split test quicker. If you run a shit ad at $500 a day, it doesn't matter how much you're spending. It's a shit ad, so it's irrelevant. But if you're running $100 a day, what it allows us to do is split test that much quicker. So we can run our first campaign, and after a day, 2 days, we already know if it's what's gonna work from this and what's not gonna work. Make the correct decisions correctly after looking at the data, and by the next day, we already have something that's working very well. So if someone's running at $5 a day, the split testing will just take us like a week and a half, 2 weeks. So you're gonna have to wait 2 weeks for us to be able to see, okay, is this working, is it not working? And then we change it accordingly. If it's not working, we change it out, and now it's gonna take another 2 weeks to split test. So the only thing a bigger budget allows us to do is split test quicker. Like I said, 15 to 30 is healthy enough for us to be able to kind of figure it out within a week, which is fine. So it's fine. Otherwise, I would just say no.
And sorry, Benson is someone you guys do work with?
Yeah.
Or have worked with?
Yeah.
The my good buddy's sister is Lisa Milroy. She just left Benson.
Oh, okay. I don't know a lot of the members. I just did a lot of stuff. Like even him, he's hard to get a hold of, but we just do a lot of stuff for their team. Like we did a bunch of video ads, commercials, stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. He's obviously runs a pretty good program or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of, what do you say, like a super agent, I guess, in this area. But
okay, we just got a sales call. Not the best, not the worst. Scheduling a follow-up in 4 days next week. I already knew that was going to happen because at the start, I figured out that he's not the only decision maker. He has 2 other partners. So in that situation, I can wait and try and schedule another call with all 3 of them, which the odds that are usually pretty unlikely. So when that situation happens, I still just go through the entire presentation. I let him know that, hey, at the end of the call, we're going to schedule another follow-up call. I'll record it so you can just get your partners to watch this Zoom call recording so we all save time. And then it just turns into a follow-up meeting, which if he joins the follow-up meeting and I don't get an email canceling before that, most likely it means that we're going to be good to go. I'll answer some questions and we'll take it from there. So we'll see how that goes. We still got like 4 or 5 more sales calls a day. I have another one in 30 minutes. I called the guy to try and confirm that he's showing up because he didn't confirm it. So I'm still going to go just make food unless he texts me back or calls me back and said we're good to go. But for now, I'm just going to go start making food and we'll see if I finish my breakfast or not. But let's go eat some brunch here. Quick update. I just destroyed breakfast. 4 eggs, 2 pieces of toast. Same thing I eat every morning. But I'm about to get no-showed in the sales call. So the plan is I'm going to do some work, answer some emails that I just got while I was in the other sales meetings. And then I forgot to have a meeting with my accountants at 2. It was supposed to be over Zoom, but I asked them if they wanted to do it in person. So I'm going to go there in person to their office. I think I'm supposed to meet them there for 1:30. So the plan is I just got no-showed. I'm going to do something for like half an hour, 45 minutes here, and then go out, probably get a coffee, go to their office, and discuss the plan and numbers for 2024 and how I can hopefully save a bunch of money. So yeah, we're getting to some of these tasks here, and we'll go to the accountant's office. We are en route to the accountant's office. It's currently 1:20. I'm gonna go get them a coffee. They said they wanted a coffee, so I'm gonna stop at Tim's, get the boys a coffee. And in today's episode of Carter's Car Talk, we are gonna be chatting about the fact that you are only as good as your team, and in multiple different aspects. So for this specifically, it's gonna be from an accounting perspective. When you get to a certain level, you can only do so much yourself. And taxes and accounting is a very, very crucial part of being smart with your money to actually make more money. So, for example, if I was doing this by myself, and which I've done before, I learned from my mistakes, and they were very, very, very expensive mistakes. So if you want to be the best, you have to have the best people on your team to be doing stuff like this. So I meet with them twice a year, and I'm going there now to chat about the plan for 2024 and how I'm going to save money and what I should put money in, what I should buy, what I shouldn't do, or what the, certain things here. I have a list of questions that I want to ask them regarding certain stuff just to gain more knowledge myself. Like, this is shit that you do not learn literally anywhere. Like, you don't learn this in school. I took an accounting class when I went to university 4.5 years ago. I didn't learn any of this shit. So for the last 3 years now that I've been working with them, also they're two young guys, shout out JP and Alex if any of you ever watch this video, but two young guys, local here in the Sioux, great to work with, very smart. Just working with younger people obviously is awesome. So yeah, it's a pleasure working with them. I've been with them for the last 3 years now. They're constantly helping me out. And yeah, I don't know what I was gonna rant on before, but yeah, you don't learn this shit in school, you don't learn in university. So having good people a part of your team to do shit like this is very, very crucial aspect of making money and actually learning how to keep it and where to put your money to actually just end up making more of it. So yeah, let's get to the accounting office and run this meeting. We got another sales call at 2:30. So hopefully I can get there in like 10 minutes and take 45 minutes to run down the plan of 2025 and obviously the plan for last year.
Listen to you expressing all the feelings. Soap opera rappers, all these niggas sound like all my children. And that's who you thinking is about to come and make a killing. I guess it really
is the first year ever we did taxes right, boys.
Ain't even got it like that. You gon' hype me up and make me catch a body like that. Cause I live for this, it isn't just a hobby like that. When they get my shit and play it, I ain't even gotta say it. They know. They know, they know, they know. They know, they know.
Okay, it's the first year I've ever successfully done my taxes correct. After trying to learn everything yourself, you tend to make a lot of mistakes that cost a lot of money in the world of taxes. This is the first time I've done it right, which is huge. Obviously, still not the best time of the year, but it's a lot better when you don't get surprises, which is all you're looking for. And I got some good things that came out of it, which is nice. Yeah, overall, great. It was like an hour-and-a-half meeting. It went till 3 p.m. I got there like 1:30. You do a lot of learning too, which is huge. Like, you're constantly learning. There's new things you constantly want to be doing. So yeah, shout out to Stephanie T. Accounting. They're wild. Alex and JP. We're gonna get back home, and I think I have a Zoom call at 3:30. I know the boys, Parker and Luke, have a kickoff meeting in half an hour, so I got to send out like the Slack invite to that client. We have 2 kickoff meetings today, which is sick. So I'm just gonna get home here and then we'll update you and see what we got to do when we get back to the office.
Okay, boys, just had 2 sales calls. It's now 5:45 p.m. Luca and Parker are on the final kickoff meeting of the day. They had one at 3:30. They're currently on right now. They joined that one at 5:30. I'm about to join a networking call with an individual that reached out that's also in the real estate marketing space. It's always good to jump on these calls to share ideas and potentially get some new ideas as far as the stuff that they're doing that we're potentially not doing. So I'm about to jump on that call at 6. That'll probably run to hopefully 6:30. Then I'm going to go to the gym and probably get some food after that. I don't know what I'm going to eat yet, but we'll figure that out together. So yeah, as far as today, I'll pull up the payments once I process the one, or once the one gets processed out of this kickoff meeting, but I think it'll be around a $17,000 day. Obviously, we don't hit these days all the time. It just happens that 2 kickoff meetings landed today. One was a bigger team operating in Ontario. Another one's a solo agent operating in Edmonton. But obviously, it's very possible to onboard 2 people a day. If you can do it once, you can do it multiple times again, is my whole thing. So you just gotta figure out the inputs that took to get the 2 people in a day. Obviously, this is stuff that happened like 3 weeks ago from sales calls, but all this stuff is very, very possible. Whether you're taking sales calls yourself, you have another sales rep, I'm still doing all the sales calls myself. We're hitting the numbers that we're hitting, so it's definitely not an excuse for anyone else out there. We just hired a full-time sales rep, currently in the training process. By the time you guys see this video, he'll almost be done training and basically taking full-time calls in February. But yeah, I'm jump on this networking call here, boys, and we will see you at the gym.
Just wrapping this video up, boys. It's like 9 p.m. I didn't film anything because I was bagged after all the calls I had to take. They went way longer than I thought. But basically, just ate dinner, chilled out for a bit, came down here, wrapping up some more work, and then going to go to bed and rinse and repeat. But yeah, if you guys like the video, do me a favor, like, subscribe. Trying to get to 30,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Only you can help me make that happen. And I love seeing the comments and whatnot. Makes me want to stay consistent and post more vlog style videos like this, just because it is a lot of effort. Obviously, I'm trying to actually run a business while I get all these clips and do all this other stuff. I know, poor me. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Like, subscribe. Peace.